that you've got a balance of employed and self-employed. What made you kind of do that? And how do you manage them both? Do you manage them the same or differently?
So I've always wanted an employed team. I've worked in horrendous salons where the bosses treat you like absolute crap. And I remember I actually walked out of a salon.
Why?
She was the nastiest person I've ever met in my life. And she was calling me a mess. She was telling me to look in a mirror and look at me. I know it was bad. It was bad. And I left there that day. I walked out and I said, I'm never allowing you to speak to me this way again. I left there thinking, I'm going to prove to you that you can run a beauty business and not be horrible to your staff. And that's what I'm trying to, I think I'm doing it quite well, actually. So that's my long-term goal. If I can have a full team of employed staff, I would love that. Don't get me wrong. Every now and again, I'm like, oh, is this the right thing to do? Do I just let everyone go self-employed? It's the easiest option, but I don't want to take the easiest route out. I want to work hard and I want to get to where I want to be. So when it came to deciding who's going to be self-employed, who's going to be employed, when I took on the bigger premises, we had a lot of space. So we had a makeup artist who is self-employed. I think it's all of the jobs that it's majority of self-employed lash artists, makeup artists, aesthetics. I don't think you can employ someone who does that. So I think that's where that decision came in. And then my employed team, it's just kind of gone from one level to another. I knew I'd started really getting busy. I actually had a young girl called Ellie, my little sidekick, my ride and die. She was my apprentice just after lockdown. And because of lockdown and the amount of time it was taking her to complete a course, I had to let her go. And obviously I was going through things at home. It was a lot of drama, but we stayed really close. So last year when things started getting busy, she still came to me for treatments. Her mum still comes to me for treatments. She was like, I'm thinking of going back to college to do my level 3. I was like, do you want to come back? Do you want to come back? So she works there now.
Amazing.
And it's just kind of gone from there. So my employed team, they do a range of treatments like massage, skincare, nails, lash lifts, brows. My focus for the next month is training with them. One of the girls, we've got 2 Ellies, can you believe it? 2 Ellie H.
I was just about to say,
blonde
can we do...
Ellies.
Okay.
So we've got Ellie 1 and Ellie 2. And everyone, all the clients know them like that now.
So funny.
What are the chances? So Ellie 2 is more of our holistic. She's amazing at massage. We've got her going on a pregnancy course this week. Other Ellie 1, she's amazing at nails. I mean, they both are. But I'm going to try get her down the waxing route. And we're just going to build from there. I've actually had a lady ring me this morning wanting a job.
This is amazing.
I was like, let me get back to you. Can I do this? I was talking to the salon manager and I'm like, this girl's got 17 years experience. Can't ignore that. And that's another thing I've learned as well. You do have to take risks. They've got to be calculated risks.
Agreed.
You can't just think, oh, they're doing it, I'm going to do it. You've got to really think, is this going to work? When I took on our new premises, it was... Do you know how cheap my old salon was? So cheap. This was like double the cost of rent, not to mention all the bills. And I knew, worst case scenario, the money I was bringing in, I could cover it all if there was no one there. So to me, that is a calculated risk.
Yeah.
And it's paid off.
How do you get your team busy? Because you've got, I suppose you focus more so on your employed team. Yeah. How do you manage are they booked up quite a lot? Do you actively work on bringing new clients into the business? How does that work?
I think I've got us off to a really good start. I'm fully booked. I've been fully booked for I don't even know how many years. 4 years.
Okay.
I've built up a really good local community. It's a lot of word of mouth, recommendations. I make sure that one of our priorities in salon is customer care, making sure we go above and beyond, and that is exactly what we do because it gets people talking about you. Are the girls fully booked yet? No, but we've got busy weeks. We've got really busy weeks. I mean, our salon manager started with us a month and a half ago. She's so busy. It's crazy. And I think, again, with like the risk taking, you don't know how busy you're going to get until you offer that availability. And although we've got teams in every day, it might just be like 1 or 2 people in a day, or however it works out. It's not very often there's like 3, 4 of us in a day. So by adding Charlotte in to offer that even more availability, the bookings just came flying in. In terms of self-employed, we offer for them to be on our booking system if they want, because we're big on social media. We are trying to like advertise ourselves more, so they can be on our booking system if they want. But it's all about having the boundary as well. You're self-employed. I've got my team to focus on. That's kind of my priority, and I think they understand that.
It's got to be.
Yeah. Like if you want to be self-employed, you've got to do this. But I've got them all on the membership. Soon as the start, I'm like, right, go sign up, go and do it. We've just had a new lash tech start last week, and I said, right, you need to sign up. She was messaging me like, look at what I'm doing. She'd gone through Success Kit 1 already.
And like, you were on it, on fire.
Like flown through it. I was like,
do you think the trainers helped you get to where you are now in terms of like the business? I know you've been doing this for a long time, but obviously you've been a Beauty Growth Academy member as well. Has that supported your growth?
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. I've been a member of the BGA for 2 years now.
Yeah, it was 2022, August, I think.
My little boy was 6 weeks old, and I was just like, that's probably where, do you know what as well, actually?
It weren't Jack. It was me. Sorry, Jack. It was me.
Do you know what I think?
2 years ago, you said you got that fire in your belly.
I think when you have a child, you get a new fire in your belly. Yeah. Like, right, I've got another mouth to feed. How am I going to do this? And do you know, the changes in my life has been every time I've had a kid. So imagine the next time I have one. What's going to happen then?
We're on Dragon's Den or something, aren't
we? There we go.